Sell tech and operations consulting to law firms. We started about 6 months ago, and
we have our enterprise clients, and we have our other ones that are 36 to 80K, and they have 300 to 600K packages, and we need to figure out which one has the highest LTV to CAC ratio and which one you can convert most easily. So what is the issue?
Welcome back to Daily Revenue Report. Alex Hormozi destroys the biggest startup mistake killing entrepreneurs right now. In this explosive live discussion, Alex Hormozi goes off on taking dumb investor money, scaling too fast, and productizing high-ticket services before you're ready. If you're building an agency, consulting business, or trying to scale to millions, this Alex Hormozi breakdown could save your entire company. So hit that subscribe button because we drop videos like this every single day.
That's correct. Essentially, well, first of all, I have no idea what I'm doing.
Okay.
Started about 6 months ago.
That's the first step.
Thank you. Second thing, I think we just have a fulfillment issue. And so my question is, at what point do we consider productizing the service? From what I understand, it's kind of what you've done with Gym Launch.
Yeah.
At what point would it be worth doing that, if at all?
So you actually have to be really good at the service in order to productize it, but you have to productize the service in order to scale because services don't scale that well. It requires much more manpower to scale a service, but when it's customized. But what productizing a service does is systematizes every aspect of the service, and it's just a plug and play. It's like a puzzle. And once you figure out all the puzzle pieces and how to make them fit together, then you can scale to the moon. And that's what Alex did.
You said you wanted to sell this eventually, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't do that.
Okay.
Yeah. So you have the same issue that Justice has, which is like, I have this hard thing in front of me. Can you tell me there's an easy way?
I
The
think
easy way will create a business that's significantly harder to sell. And so then you'll be at that point and be like, how can I sell this business? I'll be like, you can go back in time and not do this.
right.
So like basically you're in a high skill service business. It's a professional services business. Most professional services businesses are supply constrained. It is easy to sell high-end professional services if you are good at what you do. It is hard to find other people who are good. This is the trade.
And then eventually everybody gets good at it and the money dries up. Not in all industries, but in the paintless dent removal industry, which is one I was in for a long time, one that my father has been in for a long time. And basically what happens is it's a very niche skill. It takes a good person, like a natural person, 6 months to learn. It takes the average person a year. And if you're bad like me, it could take you up to 2 years to learn how to fix a dent. And then it's supply constraint from there. It's really hard to train these people. And then once you train them, they just want to go off on their own because they can make up to double the money on their own. So it's a very, very tough business. High-skilled service businesses suck. But if you can do them right, Dent Wizard does paintless dent removal. They make almost $1 billion a year. So pick your poison.
But if you build a firm like that, you build a very valuable company.
And another, just on a side note,
I just said the same
again,
thing, right?
I don't know what I'm doing.
Told
I
ya.
got 500K in investment coming in soon.
Why?
It's been my boss just
No, but
wanted
why
to invest.
are you taking investment?
I don't. So we haven't finalized this yet, but I'm
Good.
considering whether to do it or not.
Yeah.
With that,
No.
you don't see any point in.
Why do you need money? You don't run a capital expensive business. Like, what are you going to use the money for?
You just need leads, bro.
I guess to hire great people.
But the business model should be able to hire great people. Like, you're not a tech, like, there. It's very rare that you need to bring on outside capital. Far rarer than most people expect. If you want to build a platform, you want to build school, yeah, you got to do that because you need to get zillions and zillions of users, and you have to build this exceptional product before you monetize. So yeah, someone's going to front the money on the bet that it's going to be worth a lot more later.
Right.
Your business makes money today on work it does today. And if anything, you can sell the work before you even have the person. And so like you have a negative cash flow cycle. You don't have to like front inventory for months ahead of time. You don't have to do any of that. So you have a service business. So you just need to make the business make money. You're already profitable, I'm assuming. Right? So you don't need the 500 grand. You have deals that are worth 500 grand. Right?
Yep.
From what you told, yeah. So why would I give a chunk of the way of the company to have somebody who's permanently going to be involved in my business for the cost of one deal? It's like, just sell another deal.
Gotcha.
Right.
Work a little extra on your own time, and then don't take that guy's money, and just have the money.
Exactly.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
And you absolutely think then it shouldn't be, because I feel like I'm creating extra problem that I otherwise wouldn't have to have, being the whole high skill talent thing if I just went down the productized route. You think it's
And
really...
when you say productized, you're talking about the 36 to 80K price point?
Yes.
That's fine. I'm okay with that. But again, it's going to go back to what I originally said, which is we
LTV
just
to
have to look at the LTV to CAC between
Gotcha.
both of the different avatars. If the LTV to CAC is literally the example I was just saying, if you have a $100,000 thing that costs me 30 and I make 70, or something that costs $10,000 that costs 100, I'd rather just sell 6 more of the 10K things, provided I have the ability to sell that. So it's like, I want to find something that has really good revenue retention, really good gross margins. If I have that, then I can just sell the shit out of it. And then I'd rather just sell 5 times more of that than try to come up with the high touch one that's going to is a more immediate ticket today, but it's going to quickly, I'm going to quickly get constrained. So I'm basically pushing out my constraint based on what problem I'd rather solve today. So the question back to you is, do you think you can? So what are the gross margins on, let's say the average on the 36 to 80K is 50,000. Does that sound fine?
Yep.
Okay, so let's say 50K is the average price. What's the gross margin on that?
Not too sure.
Okay.
Yeah, we're quite early on, so...
Guess.
Half of that?
Okay. And then with the 200K thing that you do, what's the gross margin on that?
50%?
That's gross margin? So you're running thin net margins, because that means you're starting at 50 and then you got to pay everything else.
Yeah, I mean, at the moment, we are getting this fulfilled by a really expensive, highly certified guy that's been in the industry.
Outside of the business.
Yeah.
You're basically white label selling his stuff.
We do what we can on the inside, but we accepted quite a few projects. So
Okay. So then the follow-up question is, can you more easily sell?
There's that supply constraint, right? How many projects can that guy do? The more projects you give him, the more he charges you.
4 times as many of the low touch as the high touch.
yes,
Then do that one. If your gross margin's the same and you can sell more than 4 times as many on that one, then do that one. Basically, we're just looking at number of units sold times gross margin, the one that makes the most money.
got you. So I think it always just comes back to the point of the LTV
Yeah.
to CAC ratio. Okay, thank you so much.
Yeah, you bet. So if you
Alex Hormozi just laid out the brutal truth about scaling a service business, taking outside investment, and choosing the right offer before you hit a ceiling. If you got value from this explosive Alex Hormozi discussion and want more real business breakdowns, live Q&A moments, and millionaire-level scaling advice, make sure you smash that subscribe button and turn on notifications, because this is Daily Revenue Report, and we drop videos like this every single day.